over everything. They do this in prime time, under the bright lights for you on the sidelines. The fans in the stands keeping doubly bright high. The gridiron fly guys, the green and the gold, yeah, they call it the franchise. The gizmos, miles, the moves, the Catholics, old spaghetti legs. Ricky Ray, Willie Bless, and whoever comes next to bring back the chip and add another brick to the legacy. Cause it's double E over everything. Double E is a legacy. Double E over everything. Double E, we rising up.
For the first time since 2019 and the first time as the Edmonton Elks, the Elks will take to the football field with a winning record as the 1-0 Edmonton Elks welcome the Montreal Alouettes, who are 2-0 to Commonwealth Stadium for the Edmonton Elks home opener. It is week 3 of the Canadian Football League, and there's only 3 teams remaining undefeated after tonight. It will only be 2. Can it be the Edmonton Elks and the Saskatchewan Roughriders going into the late game as the only undefeated, or will Montreal improve to 3-0? It is Saturday afternoon football and a rainy day here in Edmonton. Elks Als coming up, but first, this is the Green and Gold Kickoff Show presented by Commonwealth Stadium live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio for those watching on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. I am Iwanyk. He is Jason Milne. We are not at the EST studios. We're here. We are here.
And might I say,
in a little bit of an echoey room. I don't know if that's going to pick up on air.
Might I say, this is the official Green and Gold Kickoff Show, Matthew.
The official Green and Gold Kickoff Show.
You heard it here first. The official Green and Gold Kickoff Show, right here from Commonwealth Stadium. I mean, you can smell the stadium from here, Matty. This is exciting. I'm so pumped. We both smell like wet dogs.
Oh.
I've been coaching flag football all morning in the pouring rain. Big win for the Falcons, my 10-11 team. The Falcons, we won our final game, round of clicks for the Falcons. But yeah, this is incredible. The atmosphere, even though it's raining out, I mean, this place is buzzing.
The last time I went outside, though, to move my car, it wasn't raining that bad. When I first got here, it was pouring. It was coming down quite a bit. So the fact that it's kind of tapered off, we'll have to see how it's going to be throughout the rest of the game. But as I said, it's the Edmonton Elks. It is the Montreal Alouettes, and we're live in the rec center of the Commonwealth Community Rec Centre.
The pool is right there.
The pool is right there. You've got Fieldhouse across the hallway and behind glass. We're not part of the Fieldhouse. We're in the rec center.
For the official
Green and Gold kickoff and post-game shows presented by Commonwealth Stadium, who also have a great amount of concerts coming through town this year. AC/DC, Foo Fighters, Guns N' Roses. I'm going to those first 2. I can't wait. There's something special about being at Commonwealth Stadium for a concert. It's just look how big the building is.
It's a vibe.
It means that it's going to be a good vibe. And AC/DC, I've seen them twice here. It's absolutely incredible.
I believe, as the kids would say, Matty, Commonwealth Stadium has aura.
I like that, yeah. I would say Commonwealth Stadium has aura, so we're excited to be here for all the home games. We'll get to go to the games. We'll get to go watch those games. The rec center is kind of open. People could kind of walk by and kind of wave at us through these, what would you call this?
Oh, what would I call this?
Oh, okay. Also, here's an optical illusion. I don't know if you could see it well enough on that camera. Are there circles or are there diamonds / stars?
Oh, now you made me
both.
Look at it.
It's both. You could see the circles there, but in between there's the stars. So when you're looking at one, you just see those ones.
See, here it looks like diamonds. Up there it looks like circles.
Right? Optical illusion.
My eyes are now
Rec Center's got the optical illusion for you. Oh, they got everything for you here. Let's get into this game. Here's the Edmonton Elks starting lineup. For those watching on YouTube, you will see it on your screen. But for the Edmonton Elks, once again, Cody Fajardo, your starting quarterback. The men protecting him from left to right. Borner, O'Donnell, Beard, Carter, and Murray. Receiving core, Mac, Luther, Cephas, Julian Grant, O'Leary, Orange, Rankin, the running back, Griffith, the fullback. Defensive line, it's listed as Taylor, Brinkman, Williams, and Smith. However, Carney has that National American designation along with the designated American, so I bet we will see him start on the defensive line once this game gets going at 2 o'clock down here at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. In the linebacking core, Anderson in between DeBlanco and Logan Jr., and it's Garnes in the free safety spot, and the men on either side of him, Jackson, Ross, Williams, and Ford Blanchard. After a huge game out in Ottawa a couple weeks ago, a perfect game out in Ottawa, he's still the kicker. Jake Julian, the punter, and Javon Lee, kick returner and punt returner. You have an injury report?
Yeah, Joe Robustelli still out. Brandon Barlow still out. And Coulter Woodmansey obviously out. I actually saw Coulter Woodmansey walking around the Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center in a knee brace on crutches. So I don't know that we'll see Coulter Woodmansey for a while, but Joe Robustelli was the one that had a lingering hamstring injury, Matty, and he's still out of the lineup. So I guess hopefully you can see Joe Robustelli soon, but good for the Elks that they have the depth at receiver to cover off those spots.
When you look at the Montreal Alouettes, the key players, obviously Davis Alexander as the starting quarterback. He has yet to lose in the regular season in his starting career with the Canadian Football League. The receiving core, you got Philpott, you got Sneed, you got Alex Hollins, who spent a very brief amount of time with the training camp of the Edmonton Elks last year. Michael Alway at the middle linebacker spot for that very good, always good Noel Thorpe defense for the Montreal Alouettes. Weather for today, as we said earlier, it was pouring earlier. It's kind of tapered off a little bit. Right now, 11 degrees, 14 is the high. It doesn't feel that. It feels a little warmer.
It does.
It doesn't feel cold.
Maybe that's because we've been running around like dogs.
That's true. That is very true. Weather-wise, I'm just looking at the radar right now. There's Edmonton.
Oh. Does that not look like it's going to be clearing from the south?
It looks like we might get it, except I don't like this by Mulhurst. I don't know if that's coming up towards us, but beyond that, there's a big...
Mulhurst getting stray shots here on the Commonwealth Green Gold Kickoff Show.
There is this open gap, though, that is developing that might hit Edmonton, so maybe there'll be a period, a part of this game where we won't see any rain in this one, but, who knows? We're under a yellow warning rainfall. I don't know what the yellow means versus orange and all those colors. Here, know your colors, know the risk from Environment Canada. Yellow is hazardous weather, may cause damage, disruption, or health impacts, or is severe weather, and you don't want red.
Okay.
So we're in yellow, though. We're in yellow for this one. This game gets going just after 2 o'clock. On the show today, we'll get to our Play Alberta game day odds check, as well as get the Jay and Matt's big play of the game. We will have our 3 stories of the game, keys to the game, Elks prediction, along with we'll hear from Justin Rankin, who had a huge Week 1 game. He's looking for the 2,000 yards all-purpose this year. 1,000 running, 1,000 receiving.
First ever.
And he's off to a great start through 1 week. 17 more to go, though. So it's the long way to go. But let's get to, your thoughts always welcome. Nasty chat, or you can jump into the inbox, 780-218-9999. But I have posted up the poll question for today on Twitter, so feel free to jump in on that one. But I pose it to Jay always first here.
I never look at it.
What is your expectation for the Elks today versus Montreal? Winning, that's all that matters. These are the options I went. Keeping it close, which I don't have result either way, kind of, I'm saying. As long as it's a close football game coming down to the final 3 minutes. Just not being embarrassed by the Montreal Alouettes or other. Specify. So I feel like there's one, Elks, you just got to win. You got to go get it done. The other one is, let's get to the final 3 minutes. Whatever happens, happens. And the other one is, the Owls are going to win. Let's just not get embarrassed. Or whatever you may come up with.
Now, this might surprise people, but the obvious answer here is A, winning. Who cares? What else matters? However, this is a very lethal Montreal team, okay? You have to give them respect. You have to give them the honor that they deserve because they are a wagon. If the Elks lose in a close fashion, Matt, okay, given that they won in Week 1, home opener, weather game, now that could also benefit the Elks. But what I'm saying is, I guess this is loser speak for me, because if the Elks can keep it close and let's say they lose on a last-minute field goal, that still keeps building momentum for this team. That still keeps building momentum for this organization to say that you were within a earshot of one of the best teams in the CFL. Now, that being said, this is a weather game. Okay, so it really gets thrown out the door. Matt, I was walking up here to the Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center, and I had a feeling, I have this weird feeling that the Elks are going to actually win today. And not in a, kind of like Hamilton, BC last night, okay? That was supposed to be a slugfest. BC got embarrassed by Hamilton because Hamilton played as a team. I'm not saying the Elks are going to blow out the Montreal Alouettes. I think if the Elks put it together and that defense can play up to their potential, the Elks should win this game. I'm not even saying the Elks can win this game. I'm saying if they take care of the ball on offense and they manufacture turnovers and win the turnover ratio on defense, the Elks should win this game. So, there goes some of the Elks cheerleading team, I believe, just walked behind us. I mean, that's what you get when you're at Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center for the official Green Gold Kickoff Show.
And the official Mark Killam show. Don't forget Tuesdays, Reed Wilkins show with Jay Milne.
Like Duck Dad says, I'll be okay with a loss, but better with a win.
And that's,
I understand that.
I get the sports mentality of you take to the field, the only thing that matters is getting dubs. Now, things would have been different had the Elks lost to Ottawa 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
0-1. They're 1-0. And you go against who I think is probably the worst team in the Canadian Football League, and you're going up against what the odds say. Like, Play Alberta has odds down for the Grey Cup right now, but when the odds go back up, if they go back up this week, Montreal's going to be the favorite, Saskatchewan's going to be number 2. You're going up against the best team in the Canadian Football League.
Yes.
I don't think there's any question about that. This is a well-coached team, a well-built team. They've got a lot of threats, and Davis Alexander is a star in this league. And you don't fluke to the number of wins he has as a starting quarterback. You could do it maybe to 5-0 or something, but not into double digits. Davis Alexander is a gamer. He's a very good player. He torched the Elks last year in their first game here in Edmonton until he got injured. That if the Edmonton Elks, like, this is a litmus test. If you are keeping it close into the 3 minutes, okay, the Elks aren't just going to magically turn into the best team in the Canadian Football League after 1 week. With all the changes, well, not changes, but from last year to this year, they have to improve to that spot. And I think this is one great opportunity for Mark Killam to look and go, okay, we've got that first win. Where are the areas we need to most improve the rest of this season? And which areas are we really comfortable with? And you could work on that and build your game plan for the rest of the season. So I think for a litmus test part, it's also very good of where this team is, of who they're going up against. That if you're in the final 3 minutes and it's close, like, I don't care if they give up a touchdown and a field goal late and they lose by 10.
Right. If
it's a one-possession game, if it's tied, 1, 2 point difference, going into the final 3 minutes, I'm thrilled for the Edmonton Elks because I think that's good things to come the rest of this season. And as I said, like, you've got the Toronto Argonauts who are set to be the Ottawa Redblacks if things hold. It's the third quarter. Toronto's up 34-16 on Ottawa. You mentioned it. Hamilton dominated BC yesterday.
Do you know Toronto was an underdog in that game?
I don't get why there's this. I think after I didn't know what to make of Toronto coming into this season.
Yeah.
But after week 1 against Montreal, I'm like, hey, we have to take them serious again.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got Winnipeg 1-1, Calgary's 0-1, BC's 0-2, Hamilton's 2-1, Ottawa's going to be 0-2 hypothetically here. Toronto's going to be 1-1. The Edmonton Elks do have an opportunity here to be undefeated still, just with Saskatchewan. We'll see what happens with Saskatchewan and Calgary.
Put a gap in the Western Division.
But even if you lose, okay, the team you lost to is one of the only 2 teams that's undefeated this season.
Correct.
And I know it's early, and that's why I'm okay with. And you're right. The voting is right now 63% saying winning all that matters. Then it's tied between keeping it close and not being embarrassed at 17%. So it's very close of people thinking, well, the Edmonton Elks are going to get dominated in this one versus just, if you could keep it close, it'll be a good afternoon down at Commonwealth Stadium. And then there's 2.4% say other, but they didn't specify because I don't have a reply. So, and he even says specify.
Weird.
With that, I do want to get to the Play Alberta Game Day odds check for Play Alberta. Download the app, visit them, playalberta.ca. Did you put up another play?
I just did.
You did. Okay, we'll get to the EST specials momentarily here. And apologies if I'm going I shouldn't be going too far off camera. Just looking at my laptop to my left. This line has moved a little towards the Elks. The Elks are 3-point dogs in this one. The Owls are -3. Yesterday during the lock shuffle was 3.5. I don't know how it was all week, but yesterday was 3.5. So it's shifted a little bit to the Elks. Elks plus 132 on the money line, and the over/under has dropped to 49 because wasn't it 51 yesterday, or was it 49 yesterday?
Ooh, that's a good question. I was staying away from the over-under. Oh, yeah, Matty, it was 51.
Was it? Yeah.
We looked at it, and we decided to veer away from it because it's a weather game. I mean, this game could turn into a 60-point affair. It could be a 13-8 slugfest. You don't know. Yep. You just don't know how these games are going to work out. Now, I am kind of optimistic about the weather, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like it's as socked in as maybe once thought. I believe there's going to be some weather break throughout this game. So, if that odds total, the over-under was to drop slightly, it might be worth something to look at as a live play. But yes, I did throw something up, Matty. Justin Rankin's over-under right now is 59.5. If the Elks win this game, Justin Rankin's rushing for over 100 yards and probably 2 tutties. So we already had the Justin Rankin anytime touchdown up there, boosted to plus 105. I added Jay's bonus play of the day, Elks Game Day Special, here at the Commonwealth Stadium Rec Center, the official Green and Gold Kickoff Show. Justin Rankin 60-plus rushing yards, boosted to plus 100. So if you'd like to sprinkle, maybe tinkle, maybe a little bit of both, it's up there for playalberta.ca. And for more details, playalberta.ca/EST.
Jay and Matt's big play of the game. We got the Edmonton Elks plus 3.5. Justin Rankin, 96 receiving yards and rushing yards
misspelled.
combined.
They
love going ranking. They accidentally, I think it's spelled autocorrect or something, but they always add the G. They didn't do it for your play, but it's Justin Rankin, 96 plus all-purpose yards, and Julian Grant at 25 plus receiving yards. That's boosted to plus 265. We're 1-0 on the season.
We are 1-0, but we have really good success when things are misspelled.
Okay, and then this was Big Uke did it 2 weeks ago. He wanted to throw up there, so we did it again this week. I saw it late on the Lock Shop. It was Justin Rankin, anytime touchdown boosted to plus 105. So we've got that one up there. I'm gonna put.
I feel like I should have misspelled Jay's play of the day just to keep it in tow.
Okay, I gotta get on Jay and Matt's big play of the day. I haven't done that one.
What do we got here?
Yet, but
let's talk.
Okay, but we'll get to that right now. So I went through the tailgate, and our lovely friends from the Turf District.
Yeah.
Very good friends of ours. Some of them a little closer than friends. Andrew, he saw me and he dropped off. So this is what they have for. It's a little moist right now.
Oh my gosh.
They're doing Montreal smoked meat breakfast sandwich. This is from our friends at the Turf District.
Dive in.
Are we okay to share?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. That looks so good. That looks so good. I'm doing it. I'm following you up. I'm
jump in there.
Like this is legit. This is Montreal's. Like,
don't jump in just yet. Let me finish. So we don't have us chewing on air like I am right now.
I mean, look at the inside of this thing. Like that's as real. And there's a sausage patty, fresh cheese. I mean, that's amazing. This at a restaurant is like a $9-10 sandwich minimum.
Man, Andrew and Mike, they know how to barbecue.
Oh my.
Doesn't that crush it? And I got that like an hour ago. It's a little cool, but it hits. I was very apologies. We're eating on the air. It's never good. I do apologize right off the bat. But this is what you get down at Commonwealth Stadium. If you make friends with the right people, you're going to have a great time. Our boys are out there. I went and saw Trev and Zach. They've got the chips. They had water. They had. I gave double bubble this year.
I like that.
They were on sale at Costco Business Center. I'm like, well, yeah, they're $9 for that tub.
The first thing I said to you when you brought in all the gear yesterday after your Costco run was like, good for you. I mean, who doesn't like a good Hubba Bubba or double bubble?
Grab a couple of them, throw them in your pocket. Yeah. They don't last long. They last like a minute and a half.
They look like a squished brick.
Yeah, and you get the
cartoon.
Yes. So we've got that. So you've got that available for you. Timber Woodsman, Big L incoming, best part of radio. I believe Timber Woodsman. It was great seeing you last week at the Riverhawks game.
Oh, cool.
Ran into him. So sorry I was a little bit in the rush because I was with a group of friends and we were trying to head off to 99th Street for some burgers and drinks afterwards.
Did you go to that place and get a smash burger?
Yeah, we did. Flatboy Burgers.
Are they?
I've been there multiple times. But this time I went, they had a special. So I've had their single or the double. I always get the double. They had a special, a caprese burger. So it's like mozzarella.
Like a caprese salad?
Yes, mozzarella, tomato, balsamic vinaigrette, like a glaze on it and stuff. So I had that. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, but it was nice to meet you, Timber Woodsman, last weekend. Okay. We are at 1:23. This is the Green and Gold Kickoff Show presented by Commonwealth Stadium. We've got to dive much further into this game, and let's get to our 3 storylines. Still to come, we'll hear from Justin Rankin or Ranking, depending on which way you want to go for this one. We'll get to our keys to the game as well as our predictions for a victory. Let's get to these 3 storylines, and I'm going to start with a little bit of the other side. And Jay, I'm going to let you break this down a little better. You don't know where I'm going with this right now.
Bring it, baby.
But you're a defensive back, so you know your football. You just had your coach's hat on today. When I look at this Montreal Alouettes team, I got rid of the page. Okay, give me a second here. because you look at the top receiving leader. It is Tyson Philpott, 269 yards in the Canadian Football League. Third on that list is Tyler Snead at 225 yards. They are 1-3. They've only played 2 games. You have Keandre Smith, who's in between them. He's had that third game yesterday. Justin McKinnon's has 2 games already under his belt, but he's quite a few yards away from both of those. When you are the Edmonton Elks, and yes, you know there's Davis Alexander already. You already have that guy that you have targeting, but he has these 2 massive threats through the air.
Yep.
How do you handle them? How do you deal with them? And who do you think are the guys in this defensive back core that are lining up against those guys, if you had a guess?
Cordell Jackson.
Yeah.
He is the guy that makes everything equal. He's a game changer. Cordell Jackson can take a player like a Tyler Snead and limit him or make his life miserable. I'm not worried about, you've got 2 of the top 3 receivers in the CFL are from the Montreal Alouettes. Well, they haven't played the best secondary in the CFL. And I'm committing to that. The Edmonton Elks have the best secondary in the CFL. And I just think they're waiting continually. Like Ottawa last 2 weeks ago was 30% on second down conversions. Okay? They were in second down and long a lot. Getting in second and long is a key for this team. It may sound like, well, Davis Alexander is going to pick them off and pick them apart. No. What I'm saying is this is a challenge for the Elks secondary that they haven't seen yet, and I feel like they're going to rise to the occasion. That's why I've said it all week. This game is going to come down to the Elks defense. The Elks offense is going to score. They're going to put up good numbers, okay? I don't think, outside from like Justin Rankin might make some wow plays, but this Elks offense isn't designed to be a wow factor. They're designed for efficiency, okay? Because they know they have the defense on the backside that can take away the ball. The Elks had a bye week in week 2. They still lead the CFL in the turnover ratio, okay? +4.
They could have had more that week, too. They had 2 dropped interceptions.
We had Mark Killam on, the original Mark Killam show on the Reed Wilkins show this last week.
Official Mark Killam show.
The official Mark Killam show. The original Mark Killam show, some might say. He said the turnover ratio is the single most important variable stat that you can look at when it's defining the success of a team. The Elks need to take away the ball. They need to show up in the secondary today, like I think they can, and limit and almost force Davis Alexander likes to take shots. He likes to be, that offense is risky. Okay? If you have the horses on your side that can take advantage of that, like the Elks do, that could be a huge factor today.
Who's the pressure more on then? Is it on the secondary to keep those guys in check, or is it on the D-line to get to Davis Alexander and force him to get rid of that ball quicker? Or is it just always the same? Like they're just tied together so much?
It's a healthy combination of both. You think of it as that defense that's tied together by a rope. And when one person moves this way, the whole defense comes with them. The Elks' defensive front needs to disrupt Davis Alexander, okay? Are they going to get 6 sacks? I don't know. Probably not. But if they can get in there and make Davis Alexander uncomfortable, get him off his timing. We've seen Davis Alexander throw a football over his head like that to avoid a sack. This guy is not afraid of letting the ball go. So if the Elks can help out their secondary by putting pressure on Davis Alexander, I'm telling you, this defense can come through.
I'll have a quick gripe. I always have this every year with the Canadian Football League for a number of years. I believe pressures are a better indicator of an offensive line or defensive line than sacks. You could have 2 great rushes and you get 2 sacks, but you could have done nothing else all game. Whereas pressures, if you're consistently getting pressures, you get
annoying.
That. And the CFL stat they used to keep it, and they kept it for a season and like 2 weeks, and the coaches complained about it and said it was too subjective, and the CFL stopped keeping track of pressures. And I hate that because I want to know what the pressures were. I think it was a wonderful stat, and the CFL is better served for their fans and their media if they had a stat that you could see what pressures are. We have it in all other sports. But here's another question I'll throw you. When you were with the Bears, our Bears,
Thank you.
Were you? Yeah, it still would have been Canada West. When you went up against a receiver that was near the top of the receiving of Canada West, did that get you up more as a defensive back?
Yes.
Was it like a challenge of like, we've got this guy, okay, I want to make sure he has a quiet game, yeah? Yeah?
J.J. Ross and Tyrell Ford know that Philpott's number 1 that's needs number 3 in receiving in the CFL, and they want to show them that they got those numbers on the wrong team. Absolutely. Defense is ego. I mean, you got to, especially the secondary, you got to be the most egotistical, self-centered MFer on the field. And I mean that.
How did you get rid of that?
I'm very egotistical.
None of that is there from you. None of that is there from you. You just got rid of it all when you were a Bear?
No, but you need to have that confidence in yourself. You need to be able to say, bring me the best. Okay? What's the biggest thing on Tyrell Ford? He doesn't have stats because teams won't throw to him.
Yep.
Right? That's what it's been said. Well, in Ottawa, they did throw to him a couple times. And it wasn't the best game for him.
Not all. Nope.
He's got to answer the bell. He's got to say, okay, I am the best. He said this week at practice that he figures that this Elks defense is the best defense in the CFL. Okay? He said that. So you know there's some moxie there with Jalen Garnes, Cordell Jackson, J.J. Ross. Show it. And say, okay, boys, you guys might have got your yards on the other teams. We're going to limit you today. And if they can, Maddie, like this would be a huge statement. And mark my words, if the Elks win, the defense will have something to say about it.
Want to get into the inbox. Babouche Stash, how's the turnout at the tailgate? From what I saw, it looked pretty good. Haven't had a chance. I was there in the first hour of the opening, but it was raining and we were rushing to get set up and some things, so I didn't see it. It was pretty good. Captain Kirk, hey boys, Captain Kirk here, excited for the new AST show. Go Double E. Well, we've been here for a while, Captain Kirk, with the Green and Gold Kickoff and post-game shows presented by Commonwealth Stadium. But we're live for the first time at the Commonwealth Community Rec Centre. So
I could throw a football and hit the stadium.
Who was waving when we were coming by?
That was one of the combine
crews, was it? Okay, thought so. And Barry the Cheater watching EST in the command center. Oh, and he sent us a picture. Oh, he's walked by our we have a little meeting, like they give us little welcomes. I don't know if you noticed that.
I took a video of it.
And he's watching us there. Well, hello to Barry the Cheater. Let's get to our second story of the game as the Edmonton Elks getting set to take on the Montreal Alouettes just a little over 30 minutes time down at the Play Alberta field at Commonwealth Stadium, which isn't far away from us. We know that the defense versus Montreal offense is going to be something. I think one of the talking points from 2 weeks ago was penalties. But one reason I don't want to really fully get into penalties is we saw a turnaround in the second half when it came to penalties. So I'm expecting that we're going to see that being clear, and maybe post-game, if that comes up, then okay, it's something we're going to have to talk about moving forward. But the other thing that came up in that game was the Edmonton Elks went to the red zone 5 times. They scored 1 touchdown. One. When you look at they're worst in the Canadian Football League. They were at 20% conversion. The next is actually the Montreal Alouettes. They've also been to the red zone 5 times, and they've only scored 2 touchdowns. That is a 40% conversion. Everyone else in the Canadian Football League heading into Week 3 was either 50% or better. So the Edmonton Elks are quite a bit off that pace, and the Montreal Alouettes are just shy of that race. And on the defensive side of things, though, as well, the Edmonton Elks and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers both are giving up touchdowns, both opportunities that the opposing offense has gotten there, although the Bombers it's 6 for 6. They've allowed the opponents to get into the red zone 6 times. They've given up touchdowns every single time. Oof. The Elks are only 2-2. The red zone is one of those spots that if the Edmonton Elks do want to take a step forward this season and plant the flag of we're one of the best in Canadian football, like if the Edmonton Elks want to make a statement today, that 20% needs to be closer to the other side.
Yeah,
closer
absolutely.
to the 80%.
I agree with you. That was a glaring stat from the first game, from the Week 1 victory in Ottawa, was their inefficiency in the red zone. Rankin the damn ball. Don't get pretty. Okay, every time they got into the red zone, they changed their offense. How the hell did you get in the red zone? Rankin. Okay, if you want to get in the end zone, use Rankin. It's not rocket science, and it happened last year, Matt. Okay, so I'm hoping that Jordan McSimic, offensive coordinator for the Elks, said, "Oh gosh, slap your head in the face and say, I forgot. I should just give Rankin the damn ball." That is not hard to do. Okay, and even if it's not in the backfield, it's out of the backfield. It's swing passes. It's blocking schemes downfield. This Elks wide receiver core is big and physical. They can block people downfield. Get the ball out in the swing pass. Do something outside of the hash marks to Justin Rankin. That'll get you efficiency in the red zone. And then guess what, Matt? You do that, you pop one off, you pop 2 off. Well, guess what? Now the defense has their ears pinned back, and they're going to be coming up hunting for Justin Rankin. That's when you hit the back corners of the end zone and take advantage of that. It's just a game plan aspect of it that I thought it was rather rushed in week one in their victory against Ottawa. It was predetermined. Okay, here's what we're doing. It was not at all complementary to what was happening in the game. It was predetermined, and that's why it failed. I think this week, see how the game's going, see how the tide of the game's going, see how Justin Rankin's going. Because if he's going, they're going to want to attack him.
So, but if the Owls know that it's going to go to Rankin, how do you just give it to Rankin?
Find different ways. Find ways that, whether you're moving the whole defense with misdirection, counters, swing passes, screens, something that is misdirecting the defense. All Justin Rankin needs is a sliver, and he can take it to the house. We've seen that. So just a little bit more creativity in the red zone, I would say, in some instances with Justin Rankin, but just also don't forget who's carrying the mail for this team, right? How many times did Justin Rankin carry the ball in the red zone last week or week one? Every time, that's 0 for those listening on the audio stream. Every time they got in the red zone, they immediately went to the air.
If you're going to keep going into the air,
yeah,
who do you target? Like, I feel like it's got to be Cephas. He's your tallest guy, or is it Mac?
Austin Mack.
Like, it's those two guys. I don't think you go.
You know what, Matt? That's a good question, because here's the honest truth. I'm not saying it could be any of those 4 receivers.
In terms of you don't know who is capable of doing it, or that they're all capable of doing it?
They're all capable of doing it. Sometimes Kion Julian Grant has the butterfingers once in a while, and he did last week.
Yeah, but then he follows it up with something else.
Then he follows it up with something else.
It up with something else.
I'm not worried about that. Players are going to have drops. I want to see a response from Kion Julian Grant today. He's got to put those things to bed, that he is capable of dropping big catches.
I'm wondering about there's O'Leary Orange is one I'm wondering about for the red zone too a little bit when you get close.
Big body.
Well, he's a big body, but also, like, what did we see? Like, how they utilized him with the offense last week was a lot of 4 or 5 yard throws. And I wonder if they have spread out that defensive backs. You're sending Mac, you're sending Luther, you're sending Julian Grant into the end zone. Does that open up a little bit of O'Leary Orange coming across the middle that you could quickly hit him on those short ones? I wonder if that's what they're trying to set up. But I'm also wondering about Zach Mathis.
He'd be like a possession receiver, Brandon O'Leary.
Yeah, but if you're 4 yards away, it's a perfect... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're that tight.
He's a cone of silence. If it's within his reach, he's getting it.
Zach Mathis, though, is the one. He's 6'7". That is a guy that should be your red zone guy. Just purely on height. Just purely on height, as Reed Wilkins would say. Yeah. You should. I don't trust him. I don't
trust him either.
I don't think he has that aggressiveness to go take the ball when it's up in the air, or if it's a one-on-one battle. I don't know if he has it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, the type of body he has.
You would think, man.
That's a guy that you should be able to target in the red zone no matter what.
Right.
Because he's got that height advantage right away, and you should be able to just go grab it. But I just don't think he's at that point where he's going to go snag that ball in a one-on-one battle.
I mean, the Edmonton Oilers are looking to hire Mike Babcock. Things can change. People can change. Maybe Zach Mathis is now this throw the ball around him anywhere and he'll get it. However, the film don't lie, baby. Every time he's had his chances, it hasn't went well for him. So I would love to see Zach Mathis as a red zone target. How tall did you say he's? 6'7".
6'7". Yeah, he's 6'7", 203.
Right? So, yeah, that would be great. However, does he have that?
He's the tallest Edmonton Elk. No, Jordan Murray by an inch.
That man is a giant.
That's Donaires. Your wide receiver, he likes Donaires?
Loves Donaires.
This could be bad. You may have done a bad thing.
Why?
Well, what if he gets hooked on Donaires now?
Well,
go watch the video on our shorts.
Well, and this week coming up on Elks Do Donaires, it's Justin Rankin and Javon Leake.
Are you just doing Donaires all year to all these guys?
Yeah, baby.
I like it. Well, you should get a sponsorship from a Donaire shop.
I should. If you want to, well...
basically, you're paying for those Donaires?
Truth be told, when I went to... Was it...
Did you go to
Queen?
Queen, yeah.
Queen Donaire. It was the owner. And once he found out I was bringing these for Elks players, he's like, "Oh no. You're not paying for this." And then
just go to him and be like,
I only ordered 2.
I'm doing 2 every week. Just give me 2. I'll throw your logo.
No. See, friend of the program, Pat Ketty.
Oh, love Pat Ketty.
We love Pat Ketty. You know what Pat Ketty's mom does for a living?
Well, Maina's Donaires.
Maina's Donaires.
But that's a bit of a drive.
I don't care. I'll travel. You travel for Maina's.
Then you got to get, you better have like a nice thermal thing to keep it warm.
Well, I bring a cooler.
As long as it keeps it warm, because you don't want these players having a cold one, because then that's disrespectful to the Donaire.
No, Patty already said he's got it all lined up.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to drive to 50th Street in Beaumont, stop at Arrête. There's probably 60 stop signs before I get there, and I got to travel at 50 kilometers an hour, but I'm going to do it. By golly. So I'm going to go to Maina's Donaire. I'm going to get 2 Donaires. They've already put in their order. They've already said what they want. Javon Leake doesn't want cheese. I know what you're saying. It's got to be lettuce, tomato, onion, sweet sauce. That's it. But Justin Rankin doesn't like tomatoes. So I also don't want to sewer Maina's by putting something in his mouth that he doesn't like. Like, I'm going to give him what they like.
I think it's what subtractions, but they don't get additions.
Oh, no.
Like it's lettuce, tomato, cheese.
No cheese. Like,
no, I'm saying, I think most Donaires have cheese.
No, that's an add-on.
I think you have to have the cheese.
No. Like a Donaire.
I think a standard Donaire is lettuce, tomatoes, cheese.
Onions.
No onions.
Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you what a standard Donaire is.
Lettuce, tomato, cheese, sweet sauce. There's your Donaire.
Cheese is not a regular option.
It should be.
It's not.
I believe it is. Are you sure?
Cheese is not typically on. Like, you have to pay extra for cheese.
Well, yeah, but
if you go up to a stand and say, "I want a Donaire," they're giving you and you say just the basics, just the regular.
But the thing is,
lettuce, tomato, onion, sweet sauce. Capiche.
I think you still get, like, most people, if you're saying what is a Donaire, they would throw the cheese on it. Say that.
Well, I'm not saying you should.
We're not saying the restaurant. So
I'm not saying it's a mistake.
It's lettuce, tomatoes.
You don't like onion.
Lettuce, tomato. What am I forgetting? Cheese, sweet sauce, and they only could do subtractions, no additions.
Get this. When I was at Queen Donaire getting the Donaires for the Elks players, there was a female that came in, City of Edmonton employee.
Oh?
She's like, "Yeah, I'll just get the regular." I'm like, "What the? Who's this chick?" And he's like, "Okay, extra meat, extra cheese." And, like, she was the tiniest, most petite.
But just wanted to crush a good Donaire.
It was only meat and only cheese and sweet sauce. I was like, "You are awesome." That made my day. Good for you, City of Edmonton employee.
You didn't ask what she did?
I didn't feel obligated.
Not from here?
I didn't feel like I should. They were driving like one of those trucks that has like.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it's like somebody from like the rec center or something.
No. She was in a City of Edmonton truck with like.
So this was lunch. This was like full lunch.
It was. Oh yeah.
And she knows what she goes there. She gets what she needs.
She knows what she needs. She needs to fuel her body.
What do we have in the CFL scoreboard before I get to our third story of the game? 34-22, 6 minutes to go. Toronto up by 12 points. Ottawa with the ball at this moment. So and also Netherlands defeating Sweden 5-1 at the World Cup today.
Sweden.
First game done. We have 3 more to go for the World Cup today. Because who do we have coming up later? Oh, the Jays are already down 3-0 to the Cubs. Curacao, Ecuador, Tunisia, Japan are the later games, but coming up in about 18 minutes' time, it is Germany and Ivory Coast. And in the Canadian Football League, it is the Edmonton Elks and the Montreal Alouettes coming up at 2 o'clock. And then we got a triple header on TSN. TSN loaded with sports today, from World Cup to CFL football. You got the Saskatchewan Roughriders in Calgary taking on the Stampeders. That's coming up at 5 o'clock. Let's get to our third story of this game. We've talked about it quite a bit, but it is the weather. We can't be watching this game without having to talk about the weather. I don't know what it is right now outside.
Pull up the radar there.
But we're expecting that there could be rain during this.
It looks like it's moving through, Matt.
Well, so we're going to look at this again. We don't have it for the. It's kind of breaking up quite a bit. Mm-hmm. What time does this radar end? Because we're 18 minutes away. Well, we're about 24 minutes away from kickoff.
This might be perfect timing.
So there's Edmonton, but this Mulhurst one, how is that going right now? It's kind of curving. That might hit. So it looks like it's going to, I think there's going to be rain throughout the first half. Then maybe as we get to the second half, we have a little bit of a,
I like that.
Of a period.
I like that.
Who does this favor? If it is a wet game, like the Elks also played in a wet game and they beat the Ottawa Redblacks in that, who does this favor?
It favors the team with the best running back in the CFL.
So it's not Travis Thies in your eyes?
Who?
Actually, he's a pretty decent running back.
He is a pretty decent running back. No disrespect to Travis Thies. Obviously, it favors Justin Rankin and the Edmonton Elks if they take advantage of it. Now, I'll say this as well. Montreal has not played in a weather game yet this season. Edmonton's only game was a weather game. Edmonton's been practicing.
That's not wow.
In weather.
They also had the Knothole game, which was rained out for a bit.
Sure. But they've been practicing all week in this weather. I mean, we're looking at the Commonwealth Fieldhouse right behind us here. Mark Killam refuses to use that unless it's for a smoke advisory. Like, they practice in conditions. They're ready to go for this. They've already been playing with this. They know which gloves work, no gloves, yay gloves, visor, yes, visor, no, which cleats to wear. They've done this. Montreal has not. That's a huge factor coming into this game. And I think it benefits the Elks.
We also get to see, like, one thing, because we don't know, it is game one of the new turf. And they've put a brand new drainage system in. It's completely redone. We're going to see it for the first time in action as the Elks will take on the Owls. If it's not raining, then it might open things up and it's just a normal football game. But we will, because I'm assuming that's going to drain very well.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. It's not even Justin Rankin. It's also they just overall have the better backs. Because you also still have Javon Leake.
Yep.
You still have that speedster in the backfield that whoever you're giving it to, if Rankin goes off for a little bit of running, he's a breather. It's Javon Leake going back out there. So I do like that. And I also think if we're what the Elks, and this might be something I'll be intrigued to see as we move on, but when you look at their throwing, they didn't throw it beyond 10 yards much in week one. They didn't push the field much. So they're used to also playing a tighter football game and not expanding it. And that might be necessary for today's game because at the very least, I believe there's a wind for this. Right now, we've got, for the city of Edmonton, 8 degrees, but there's chance that we could get winds upwards of 20 kilometers and gusts to 40. Don't know when that would kick in.
Right.
But the wind might kick in at some point, and that leans more to the credence of the running game as well, or playing it very close and tight.
Bonus points for using the word credence.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We should maybe work on you have the word of the day with.
Yes.
We should try to instead pick a word that each of us have to try to find a way to mix it into the show at some point. But not actually legitimately. Well, maybe I have to work on that.
Like minutia.
Or get at the start of each week, text us which word, and then we pick one of the words.
Yeah.
And then throughout the week we have to try to
I like that.
Mix that in.
Kind of a little Easter egg.
But now where was going with that?
Weather.
Oh, I also think that if it's if you can't push the ball deep downfield, this Elks defense could push up, and I think the Owls would have a tough time with that defense as well.
I agree. Yeah. Look, weather games are interesting because
it's football. Some
teams react better than others. I know that sounds so silly to say, but some teams can handle it, some teams can't. And that's why I'm saying this is a major... I told you about this feeling I had when I walked into this building today. And it's like, holy smokes, I think the Elks are going to win. I think they're going to actually win this game. Part of it is because of the weather. Part of it is because they've played in the game already. They played in a monsoon in Ottawa week one. They've practiced in Edmonton.
Mark Killam had to change his jacket after the first half.
You all know. All you listeners out, you know what the weather's been like in Edmonton for the past 2 weeks.
It's been awful.
It's been like this. Or versions of it. There hasn't been a plus 30 sunny day yet.
In a while. We've had it this year.
I guess we've had it. But what I'm saying is that the Elks are prepared for this. Preparation is the biggest key to success in, any sport, but football specifically.
This rain is sticking around until about Monday. If you're just looking long term, Tuesday 23 degrees. Yeah. Wednesday 25, Thursday 25, Friday 23. Tomorrow even is just one of those. It's Father's Day. Happy early Father's Day.
Baby Jesus, please, I need some yard work done tomorrow.
Well, it's even there's a lot of fathers out there that get the chance. This is a chance to go golfing or whatever. And
when's Father's Day?
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Happy Father's Day to my father.
What do you mean, when is it?
Bob.
I just said Happy Father's Day to you.
I didn't listen.
And I said, yeah, clearly. And I said when the Father's Day is
you were saying
tomorrow.
that to me.
Yeah, I said
Sometimes
that
I forget
to
I'm a father.
I also wanted to be like,
thanks.
It's tomorrow.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Happy Father's Day to my dad and my father-in-law, who was just up.
From?
Calgary.
Oh, okay.
You don't say you come down from Calgary.
Never. I get annoyed.
That drives me nuts.
I will always correct someone on that because it's... You drive up
like you go
to
up
Edmonton,
to Grand Prairie.
You go down to Calgary.
Yeah, you go up or come down from Grand Prairie.
The majority of Edmonton is you're going down.
And you go out to Banff or out to Jasper.
Out to Vancouver.
Out to Vancouver.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said down to... I'll accept down to Vancouver because you still have to go south.
Down to Banff is acceptable, too.
You still are going south. Sure. You're not going south to Jasper much. That one's you're going out. You're going out to Jasper. I'm with you on that one. I don't know how we just got into that one.
I don't.
There's your three stories of this game that we have going into this one. The Elks handling of Philpott and Sneed, the red zone efficiency of both the offense and the defense for the Elks, and that the weather, how much is that going to impact this game? He's Jay Milne. I'm Iwanyk. This is the Green and Gold Kickoff Show presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Welcome to the jungle. It's time to come alive and get ready to be thunderstruck. These aren't just songs of the biggest concerts of the season. Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, AC/DC, and Post Malone are all coming to Commonwealth. For more information on all the biggest shows at Commonwealth Stadium, go to edmonton.ca/Commonwealth. Let's get to a player. Let's hear from the guy that we've been talking about, Justin Rankin. Over at Play Alberta, we've got the touchdown prop for him. We've got the 60-plus rushing yards for him, and he's part of Jay and Matt's big play of the game, where we have 96-plus all-purpose yards. But here is... Justin Rankin speaking to the media a little bit earlier this week.
I guess I'll start with saying, how does Justin Rankin top what he did last week?
Shoot, I just show up, man. You know, the biggest thing is like I just want to leave with a win. You know, I could have 0 yards rushing, 0 yards receiving. You know, if we win, like, man, my day is made.
Yeah. But you had a little more than 0 yards rushing, 0 yards receiving. Tell me about how everything fell into place in that game and how you not just do it once, but keep doing that and get that consistency going all season.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, you know, we have guys that believe, right? Like, believe in each other, believe in each other's ability, and, you know, we care. We care about one another, and we care about putting, you know, good stuff on film. So I think that's the biggest thing is just showing up, like, day in and day out, like, from Monday to, you know, Friday, and, you know, caring about what we're doing every day, you know, practicing with intention, doing everything, you know, with some type of intention of just getting better. And I think, you know, when on game day that result will show.
Yeah. Biggest thing I think that came out of last week's game on a negative standpoint is Coulter Woodmansey. I mean, he played so well in that game too. Like, he was great, and then with just 5 minutes to go, ends up getting hurt. Talk about losing him and then moving Cam Carter in.
Yeah, man. I mean, that sucks. Like, I've never seen somebody have 5-6 pancakes in a half. Like, that was crazy. You know, when I was rewatching the film, you know, like, they talked about it. They're like, oh yeah, like 5 pancakes in a half. But then when you watch the film, you're like, oh, like, he really had 5 pancakes in like a half. You know, that's I don't think people understand how crazy that is. You know, to do that in one game is phenomenal. I mean, Woodmansey he's amazing. Great locker room guy too. Like, he's a phenomenal teammate. But I mean, Cam is ready. You know, I mean, that's what we play professional football for. Is you know, is a next man up mentality. Cam's been here day in and day out. You know, working his butt off, grinding, listening to Sorrels, and getting better. So, you know, I'm excited to see what he puts on the field.
After a win, it seems like a long time ago, 2 weeks ago, in game number 1, the bye week comes to you. Did you not like having a bye week at that point after you win? You wanted to keep the momentum going, and how do you bounce back and just kick it back into gear again?
Yeah, I can't stand that bye week. I think when you win, like, obviously, like, now you have a week off. You can't kind of just keep the momentum going. When you lose, you have a week off to sit there and dwell on the loss, you know. So either way, like, I think it just sucks having a week 2 bye week, but, you know, it is what it is, right? Like, we can't complain about it. We got to take advantage of it. You know, we're fresh. You know, those guys just came off of a game. A lot of other teams just came off a game. Like, we just came off a bye week, you know, and we had a lot of guys staying here, you know, getting better. So, you know, I'm super excited about just being able to play into another game.
So much talk about the Alouettes' offense and the numbers they put up early in the season. Tell me about their defense.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, their defense is every year phenomenal, right? Like, that scheme is one of the hardest schemes to, like, kind of game plan against, right? Like, I mean, they're blitzing all the dang time, right? Like, but I like playing against them, right? Like, I like playing against defenses that give you a challenge. Shoot, a couple games have like shut me down. You know, there's been a couple games where I made some big plays against them. I can't even think I ever scored on them. So like I want to score on them. You know, like that's a great defense to be playing against. And my boy Najee Murray's over there. You know, I don't know if he's playing or not, but that's my guy. You know, I like playing against him.
Yeah. All right. Nice to be back home.
Oh yeah, amazing. I can't wait. You know, I want to see. Hopefully, you know, the weather may hold out just a little bit because I want to see, you know, what the fans talking about, what the crowd's gonna look like. But man, it always feels good to play at home.
Rain game 2 weeks ago, I guess, get you set up if it does indeed rain like it's supposed to.
Yeah, I'm over this rain though. You know, I don't mind it. Like I love it. I'm a play in it. I love football, but I hate the rain.
Yeah. Makes your jersey slippery though.
Yeah, it does. You know, everybody gonna slide off me and whatnot. But like it's June.
Yeah.
It's June. What we talking about?
Yes, indeed. All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it as always.
There's Justin Rankin speaking like the rest of us, and he's tired of the rain.
I love weather. I love rain. I love football. But, man, I hate the rain.
It's been too much. There's been like no summer.
Oh,
and summer, when's summer begin?
June 21st. Tomorrow.
It is officially June 21st at 4:24 Eastern, which is 2:24 a.m. this overnight. Sometimes it's the 20th. Sometimes it's the 20th, 21st, or the 22nd. It's not always the 21st.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes it's the 20th.
Oh,
sometimes
forgive
it's the 22nd.
me then. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought summer solstice was always on June 21st.
In June, solstice is 20th or 21st. In the south, for the northern hemisphere, 20th or 21st.
Oh.
So it can't, like, sometimes it could be today. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought sometimes it could have been June 22nd. No, it can sometimes.
Okay.
Move. That's why I double checked when it was.
Noted.
So it will be as we go to sleep and wake up. We will be No, that makes me sad.
Yep, days are going to get shorter, guys.
I know. It's the worst part of it. And we're just starting summer. Hopefully we get some sort of summer, although it's supposed to be the super El Nino and at least a mild winter coming up. Jay, we've got the Elks. We've got the Als, 2 o'clock. Kickoff probably about 2:07, so we're about 12 minutes away from kickoff down at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, which is just to our left from where we are right now. So we will head over to the press box and watch this football game.
If it's not raining,
we can go sit in the seats and stuff.
like I want to sit.
Yeah, but as long as it's not raining.
Bring my notepad.
I don't want to get too wet.
I'll write on your back.
This is where we get to be like prima donnas as media members.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like if you're a fan and unless you're in the covered spot, like you're in the elements, and for us we get like, well, it's raining. Guess we're going inside. Guess
we'll have to sit in the cozy confines of the Edmonton Elks media box.
What is your key to an Edmonton Elks victory today?
Simple. This might be my key to the game every day. Every game, Maddie. Win the turnover ratio. Win the turnover battle, and you put yourself in a better position to win this game. Offensively, take care of the ball. Defensively, keep doing what you did in week 1 because it was impressive. They could have had 6 turnovers that game, Matt. Right? Tyrell Ford dropped that weird one that should have been just stand there and pick it off. J.J. Ross should have had one late in the game. The Elks need to take away the ball from the Montreal Alouettes and specifically Davis Alexander. Turn the momentum early. Do it early and then put this game to bed.
I'm going to go with watching the big plays. Montreal Alouettes coming into this week, second in the Canadian Football League at 7 big plays. All the Edmonton Elks have 4.
Good one.
They are tied for 4th in the Canadian Football League. Defensively, okay, it was Ottawa. They only gave up 3 last week or 2 weeks ago. Montreal through 2 weeks has given up 8 big plays. So this is a defense that knows how to give them up. But I think for the Edmonton Elks, when you're looking at Sneed, when you're looking at Philpott, they're going to get theirs, and there might be a big play, but limit how many big plays that you have. If it's just 1 or 2, I think the Edmonton Elks will be in a very good position to win this game. But if it's big play after big play after big play, I think the Edmonton Elks will have a very difficult time this afternoon down at Commonwealth Stadium. It's weird to say that because we're much further away, but it's like literally right there. What is your prediction, Jay?
Oh, forgot we're doing this.
Well, you're doing it. Unless you don't want to.
What's your prediction?
I predict that there'll be 60 minutes of football played between the Elks and the Owls. There's a potential that we may see another couple of possessions. And in the end, one team will walk away victorious, one team will walk away with a loss, and we'll only have 2 remaining undefeated teams in the Canadian Football League as we head into the Riders and Stamps game later tonight.
Get that garbage out of here.
Yeah, now that they got rid of ties, I could just say there's going to be one team that wins and one team that loses. But there will be a game of football played.
Matt Hyman yesterday on our show asked in the nasty chat, is Jay just going to pick the Elks every game again this year? Look, I think the Elks can win, Maddie. I said it. I felt it. I'm just trying to figure out what I think the score is going to be. Oh,
It's okay to pick them to lose, too, if you...
No. I think they're going to win. I've said that all the show. How could I go against that? I've said that. I said I felt a feeling.
I'm just letting you know.
I felt something tingle.
I'm just letting you know. The Elks win.
27-21.
Ooh. Edmonton Elks not only cover, they win. They win big. 6 points.
Big.
Almost 2 possession.
Oh, and okay, bonus predictions. 1 defensive touchdown. 1 trick play on special teams.
I don't think you'd use that in weather, would you?
Just saying, baby.
This has been the Green and Gold Kickoff Show, presented by Commonwealth Stadium. We are live at the Commonwealth Community Rec Centre, just outside of Commonwealth Stadium, with the field house behind the couple of glasses and a hallway. So we aren't in the field house. Thank you to Heather and her whole team here with Commonwealth Stadium for helping us get set up for this. We will be here all season, and we will be here for the post-game show as we will recap all the action as the Elks and Als are coming up. So enjoy that football game. Coming up on Edmonton Sports Talk, we're going to have the Edmonton Riverhawks. Not the Riverhawks. They're coming up later tonight. Edmonton Stingers. They're in action. That's going to be on our audio stream. So if you're looking for Stingers action, that is coming up momentarily. But he's Jay. I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning into the Green and Gold Kickoff Show. Enjoy this football game. And you know to come back right here to Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta right when it's over, as Jay and I will recap all the action that's happening down at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. Enjoy the football game. We'll talk to you once it's over.